Reading headliners and BBC Live lounge winners Uninvited versus a fan and a tattoo machine. What could go wrong? Welcome to XOXO Studios, the riskiest interview series on YouTube. Out of thousands of fans, one fan gets picked for an exclusive day with their favourite band or artist, where the band will design, stencil and tattoo their biggest fan. And to add to the stress, the fan will be asking the band questions they've always wanted to ask. This could either wreck a fan's relationship with their idols or be a piece of art they show off for the rest of their lives. So we've taken Uninvited into our studio to design the exclusive tattoo.
How do you actually control that?
It's a stick. It's like a stick thingy. A bus.
Oh, and then we're like sticking it inside.
Yeah.
You can make it look
We can
like
hold
a
up.
5-year-old drew
We
it.
can look
Yeah.
at-
Do you need to look at what a bus looks like?
Do you need to shut up?
Do you need to shut up?
That's quite funny.
That one.
Get
Actually, give me that.
Be careful, man.
Aww. It looks like a fucking robot.
Are we leaving space for the hands?
Yeah.
Guys, are we all leaving
Draw
space
the
for the
hand.
hand grabbing?
We've
Draw
been
the
holding that space.
I've been holding space for the fire gravity. I've been holding
Guys,
space.
you know that a lot of people hold a lot of space for behind the back door. See when.
We're thinking about holding space.
Oh,
There's no pause.
What
Oh, you can literally go on like personalised number plate.
Yeah, no,
I'm
but
taking unpaid, I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Reggie plate.
Ready, play.
What are we doing? It doesn't need to be like an actual like registration. We can just write on it right.
Right, so how to draw us in cars.
Us in car.
Us in car on road.
In car on road. Maybe like copy like they're like
I'll copy these people. This
they're like
person.
little faces. No, like I mean like
They're
they're
like that could
outline.
easily just be you.
Yeah.
Do you know what
What
Oh,
is
that's
that?
actually
No,
really
bro, I
good.
actually like that.
No, I like the
no,
first
no.
one.
It's like
Wait,
a
I'll
keep
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I mean? No, but it's better because I didn't do the.
There wants to be a toddler in this, apparently.
I don't
The
know
fuck
why.
is that?
Why have you got duck feet as hands? Fucking. But then could we actually tattoo something like that? These people.
Yeah, guys,
Well, that-
Guys, we're
remember-
very experienced tattoo artists, so all
Yeah.
They just make it as simple as pause.
But you can all be.
I'll do what I want.
Yeah, and I'll just look like that.
This small though.
I can just look
I
like
think
that.
your head needs
because,
to be
like,
bigger.
Yeah,
Because look at this fucking size of it.
Maybe like a dot. It'll literally be a dot.
Is that better?
Full wave. Yeah.
Where are you?
Fucking toupee.
No, go back. No, go back. Go back. Like,
Hey, that looks well good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
We're so good.
We're doing our own cover art.
We do.
No, we do.
Invest in an iPad. We need an iPad. Right.
Wait.
That's Mrs. Potato.
Wait,
You've got a
Taylor.
split head, mate.
You know what you could do? You could be upside down, hanging down. So,
No.
For a little
no, can I just say
No.
something? Oh, let me draw it and then you can rub it out.
No.
I don't want to be hanging upside down. Why would I be hanging upside down?
Oh, it was just an idea.
Please.
Oh!
That's actually so
Are we
cute.
done? Wait, no, let's save it before.
Wait, save it, wait, save it. Yeah, use that's well cute.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, yippee!
Yippee!
Yippee, yay!
Right, bend over.
Squat up.
Who's going first then?
Oh, what are we starting with on tattoo? The bus.
The bus.
My Duolingo.
Fuck my Duolingo! Never mind, actually.
Oh, just do it.
Guys,
I believe in you. You've got this.
where do I begin? Like,
Whatever you want.
On the leg.
You have a playlist on Spotify called Women and Envies Do It Better. Who would you say are your LGBTQ inspirations in music?
Ooh, Megan Thee Stallion, love her.
You're setting so well.
Well, Alex, you made the playlist, so
I did, yeah, but years ago.
yeah.
Pale Waves.
Yeah.
Love Pale Waves.
Airways.
Crawlers.
Crawlers, yeah.
Um,
Like Muna.
Muna,
Yeah.
Japanese House.
Yes.
You guys
Chappell
Yeah.
Roan.
I think everyone's queer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone's queer. Especially every artist. Every artist queer.
How did you all meet and how did the band end up forming?
Do you want to take it away, Tay?
Me and Jay met at a gig. We were both like solo
Yeah.
acts, like just little acoustic vibes on it.
Yeah.
We kind of clocked each other and we were like, I know what you are. We became like quite fast friends. At the time it was kind of like Busted McFly, like not like girl group,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
band. So there's a big group chat of like loads of like Glasgow queers and Alex is in it. And we were like, they play guitar, that's really cool, let's get them to do bass in the band.
We were like sending each other like Alex's page being like, oh my god, they play guitar, oh my god, they're in another band. Let's get them to leave their band and join our band.
Yeah.
And you
And
did.
we did.
Alex was 2 years above me in school. We were at the same school, but I never met them in school because as they were leaving,
You were joining.
I was joining because I moved school like 5th year. And then I went and you just took me in as a drummer. And I didn't want to be a drummer that long. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm a drummer!
Yeah.
I'm a bassist.
Yeah!
How did you decide on the name Uninvited?
Taylor and Jay kind of came up with the name.
So basically, Taylor and I went to go see Janae Aiko in concert, and we were on the bus to Glasgow because we didn't live in Glasgow at the time. And we're like, right, let's try and figure out a band name for like this hypothetical band that we're going to start. And then we just went on Spotify, and we both like an artist called Morat.
Yeah.
And she has like an EP called Uninvited.
So we're going through and we're like you write down 10 names and I'll write down 10 names.
Yeah.
And so we're just kind of trying to get inspired with like other people's
Yeah.
song titles and
Yeah.
stuff. And that was one that I wrote down. And then we just put it in a random generator, remember?
Yeah.
And we're like, there was like a couple of names.
I remember that generator.
I felt like my soul.
Do shuffle, whatever one it lands on, we'll have that name. And it landed on Uninvited, and we're both like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because if it was the other one, we would have just said,
Yeah,
call it
Uninvited,
anyway.
yeah.
I think that's how we knew that that's the one that we wanted.
Yeah.
How are you
That
feeling?
was that
It's
like
painful.
was that deep though? Is that why?
It'll be fine.
Because you can't tell how like deep you're going.
Behind the Black Door, you said the interview was one of the first songs that you wrote together, and it has obviously a really strong message behind it. But what led to your decision to release that later in your discography?
It just didn't sound good when we.
Yeah, so true.
Honestly, like it just didn't sound good, and we
So
were just kind of like, oh, we'll just leave it until it sounds good.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that was the best that we could do at the time. By the time that we released it.
Real.
Yeah. Right. You ready?
Got it. So you previously mentioned that Reading and Leeds would be one of your dream festivals to headline. So what was the experience like when you got to play there?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So
Oh.
honestly, like Reading we enjoyed more than Leeds. Sorry to like any.
Big ups to Reading.
Yeah, Reading was so much
Yeah.
fun. I think as an artist, it's more fun to be at Reading because there's more people there you can meet.
Yeah.
Like backstage.
Well, it's closer to
and stuff.
London, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Um,
wants to go Reading.
right,
Basically,
so-
Fiorenza was in Greece at the time, weren't you?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I was coming back from. Yeah, I came from my holidays.
So so the plan was you were in Greece and you were going to meet us in London for Reading. And but then we found out the day before we played that we were meant to be headlining it, and we're like, oh, like that changes, like I don't know, like that's a big deal. And we're like, we got even more nervous. So we're like, we need to get another practice in, but we say wee man's in a different country. So driving down to Reading, we're like, we'll just go to one of the pirate studios to get our practice. And mate, I'm so bad at giving directions and that. Like, I'm like, I'm sleep deprived. It's a long journey.
No, you can
so
feel like I have
we love-
ADHD.
I was like, guys, I can't do this.
Do you remember Alex kept saying they have ADHD when they were directing us the wrong way?
It's like, guys.
Except for when we
Yeah.
actually played Reading, I played all the songs twice the speed.
Yeah. It was like live. It was like live streamed on the radio.
Yeah, Radio 1.
Yeah, on Radio 1. And so
Nightmare.
the one song that they chose to play, Taylor, you swore in it, and they didn't bleep it out.
Yeah,
So Taylor swore on the radio, and also the song was like times 2 speed because at the same time.
It was party song, was it?
Yeah.
Guys, and then the play track.
It's because as well we saw
Bring
Bring
Me
Me
Horizon.
Horizon just started.
It's about to start. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
wanted to get off stage so we could go watch Bring Me Horizon.
Yeah, we didn't really have a good turnout though because of it, and I think, to be honest, it's actually better to play earlier when you play a festival because like we actually, one of the festivals that we was our favourite festival to play was 2003, and we were the very first on in this tent, and it was packed. It just because like people have no one else to see, so they come and see you, and like you said, like everyone still has like good energy. So like I don't think, probably would have preferred to go on earlier.
Well, we didn't know that then. We know that now.
Right, what am I doing then?
Circles.
Maybe you're a person.
No, you need to do
Yeah.
the
Everyone do
windshield.
each other. What's your most memorable tour moment, and what's your favourite gig that you've ever played?
I'm sorry. When I find something's funny, I always
Latex glove to the leg.
No, I'm sorry, but I just thought of so many funny moments. Oops.
Remember when we got that room that had like 6 double beds in it?
Yeah.
That was
In Liverpool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a brothel.
Yeah.
It's
on my property. No, guys, remember in Newcastle, and then we got back to the hotel and there was a naked man in the.
Like butt naked man.
And he was like, it's like his wife locked him out and he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were so young, and then we came in, we were like, like laughing at this man's face.
walk our tour manager up like, come see
There's a naked man.
Yeah.
What's another one?
That's so funny.
Wondering how we got from Somerset, England to Glasgow, Scotland with still enough money to afford rent and the bare necessities? Because we booked our trip through Rachel Holiday Fixer, the sponsor of today's video. If you're looking to make your dreams come true at Disneyland, party the night away in Ibiza, or get walloped by your favourite Scottish pop punk band,
Favourite gig that you've ever played?
Rachel Holiday Fixer is the place to look. With great offers available to Abu Dhabi right now, we definitely recommend that all thrill seekers and families alike should start obsessively messaging Rachel Holiday Fixer as soon as possible to organise your next amazing adventure.
Here's Looking at You Kid was the last single you released from your EP, which landed you on the cover of Spotify's all-new rock playlist, while simultaneously Blink were on the cover of the all-new punk playlist. How did it feel to be alongside a band that you've just said has been such a big inspiration to you?
Amazing.
Was a bit mad, that's like
Blink are
forgot
literally
about
like
that.
my favourite band of all time. And like, I don't know, it's just like good to be like side by side with like people that were on my wall as like a kid.
Yeah.
That's like, it's a cool moment anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
forgot about that, you know.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
I don't think we processed that.
We're actually a real band.
You know what? I was gonna leave, but you know.
Yeah.
You've supported multiple bands such as Crawlers, Rory and Nova Twins on tour. Obviously we've already spoken a little bit about tour experiences, but was there anything you learned from those artists or their live shows that you took away for your own musical live shows?
Every time we've been on, we're like, wow, we need to start doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like stage presence is
Stage
the
presence
biggest
is the
thing.
biggest thing,
for
Yeah.
sure.
After watching all 3 of those, we were like,
You're
we need to do that.
Yeah.
We'll like play on stage with that mindset,
Yeah.
and then we go stiff.
But
Because we're focusing too much on the, like not fucking up.
Yeah,
Like,
you're trying to focus on like what you're playing, lyrics, and then you're trying to look like you're in it as
Yeah,
well.
you
And
get
then
on
you
tour,
remember,
I
you
feel
remember
like
that
it's-
everyone's looking at you, and
Yeah.
there's some people in the crowd, especially when you're supporting, like they don't know you,
Yeah.
so like you're nervous because you're like, we need to win them over. So then and you just kind of forget to have fun with it, and then you just have to kind of let yourself go, and
Yeah,
that's when the
it's
stage
easy to-
presence comes out.
Yeah, it's easy to let yourself go on stage when the crowd is giving it to you
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
but when they don't, it's really hard to like, I don't know.
Yeah, but those bands are really good at just fucking like, do you know what I mean?
Getting
Like,
the people
getting
on
on
stage,
stage,
yeah.
like, and just
Yeah.
doing it anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is a big thing that
'Cause it's fun, it's really fun for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And lastly, what are your plans for 2025 and what should the fans be looking out for and looking forwards to?
Shows, music, visuals.
Visuals.
shows, music, you're big free.
You're big
Free
free, innit?
genders. Shows, music, visuals.
And this is the final result of the tattoo before wrapping it up. Uninvited did a great job on the tattoo.